What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be a good one. Stay tuned. So I'm not alone. I'm having my friend Jesse help me with the install. The whole reason why I'm installing these is because I like these lights. Don't get me wrong. These lights are awesome, but they have some issues. You can see right here, the LEDs are all out on this side. And then on this side, you can hear that noise. The running light is messed up, so the LEDs that I installed on these things are starting to shed out on me. So over the past years, I've had a lot of different headlights. Actually, I've had two different sets. I've had these ones that are knockoff eBay ones, and then I've had the ones that are on my truck right now, which are the Anzo U-bar LED headlights. These are the headlights that I've just recently purchased from Spyder Auto. I'm very excited about these headlights because they remind me of the 6th generation Silverados out of a 2016. So buttery good. I love it. You guys are in for a treat because I have yet to open this. I've had this box for about like 3 or 4 days, and I've been wanting to open it just like crazy, almost like Christmas morning. You guys are gonna see for the first time me opening these headlights and what they actually look like. What is this? It's China foam. Boy, just give you a little sneak taste of that. Oh my God, these are gorgeous. Only you guys could see this. This looks amazing. All right, you guys ready to see my brand new headlights for 2020? Shabwam! Check out these. Now, these remind me of the 2016 Silverado, and I'll tell you why. They have these little eyebrows right here. It's usually the 2016 models. I believe you only see the bottom one, but this has a pretty cool design. It actually has one on top too, so it almost feels like it separates, you know, the top from the bottom, which I kind of like. So it almost looks like it's a 2-piece headlight when really it's just a 1-piece fixed housing. So I'm really stoked in installing these things and see what they look like. I've tried these El Cheapo eBay ones, and to be honest with you, they're not bad. They actually look pretty good, but the actual daytime running lamp LEDs is horrible. It looks like complete garbage. When you're actually seeing the visibility on these lights, it's really not that great. I'm excited to run these and straight out of the box with no LEDs, HIDs, just whatever bulbs they provide me with, just hook it up and then just basically do a review and see how these are. Hopefully, you know, these end up being really good. So I'm very excited in installing these. So these are the El Cheapo eBay ones that I was talking about, you know, they're not that bad. Like I said, I was having issues with a lot of things actually. One being the case. I had to put some like caulking on it because it was starting to get a lot of moisture and condensation in the lens. But I think that's actually kind of typical with a lot of these aftermarket headlights. There's just not going to be anything better than OEM, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this just to double check and make sure that there's going to be no water, condensation, anything going through these headlights and ruining them. Luke, don't look at me like that. This is a family-friendly show. So yeah, Lexel is definitely going to be the product that I'm going to be using to seal up this headlight. So if you look under here, it looks like they already have some sealant already, but usually from my experience, they don't really do a good job from aftermarket, at least not through any of the Silverado Chevy aftermarket headlight housings. I don't know why. What I'm gonna do is basically apply a layer along here just for that extra bit of protection. All right, so first, before I install these headlights, what I'm gonna do is put that Lexel, the silicone paste on there, and get these prepped and ready to go before we install it onto the Silverado. So let's go ahead and do a time lapse on that.
Tomorrow.
All right, so as the headlights are drying, I'm going to go ahead and start removing the headlights on this truck. You're going to have to remove the grill. It's going to be a plastic trim piece on top of this grill that you're going to have to remove, and then you'll be able to remove the headlight assemblies, and I believe there's 3 10mm bolts that's holding this assembly. So let's go ahead and start uninstalling these headlights. All right, so there's going to be 8 of these clips on this trim piece here, so we're going to remove all 8, and then that should give us access. After you remove that top trim piece, you're going to want to remove these 4 bolts, 10mm bolts. There's one here, 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 and then here. And then after that, you're going to grab some pliers or a suitable tool. Down in here, there's these clips right here. You're going to have to get your pliers or something and depress them as you watch out on the grill. Right here, there's gonna be a clip that goes right here, right here, right here, right here, here, and here. Total of 6. And all I'm doing is I'm going in there with pliers and just depressing this clip as I'm pulling it, and that should just pop out. To remove these headlights, you gotta remove these 10mm bolt. There's one right here, one here, and then there's gonna be one on the side, and here you're probably just gonna have to get an extension. This side was the side that I had problems aiming the beams of the light, so I had to do some modifications in the back of the light. I cut this out, and what I ended up doing is I removed this ballast and ended up putting spacers in the middle of these. For some reason I maxed this out and it wouldn't go up. There's probably something faulty with this. I ended up getting a new light. Same issue, it was on this side, on the passenger side. If you ever come across that, this is one way of fixing the problem, is basically modifying the ballast or the housing to the headlight, I guess you can say. Now, these aftermarket LED bulbs, I had to do a modification to the radiator support, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna cringe on this, but I ended up cutting a little notch on the radiator support so I can clear these aftermarket LED bulbs. So right here, I had cut a little notch out so that that ballast on the back of that light clear without it hitting this radiator support. Before I do anything, what I'm probably gonna do is clean this up a little bit. I forgot to do it last time. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, and then probably get some paint over it because I don't want this to rust over, leaving it exposed with the metal like this. The last thing I need is more rust on my truck.
Get down with you. The last time I can call you mine.
It's a little runny, so don't judge me with my spraying skills, but I used the engine enamel black, like a flat black. I've used this stuff on engines, anything to do with car parts. I haven't really had any issues with these. Can handle heat too, so it's just a small spot just to prevent the rust. Next thing we gotta do is wiring for the headlights. Now, probably what I'm gonna do is just transfer everything from this to over here. These two wires are gonna be for the LED daytime running lamps. How I have those wired, which would be these ones for the U-bars on these Anzo lights. Looks like I just have them tapped onto the turn signal lights. So I'll probably do the same. Let's just go ahead and knock it out. I was actually having some issues with this wiring harness on my headlight. The turn signal bulbs won't go into this housing. And I was trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Turns out this wiring harness is an aftermarket wiring harness. And to be honest with you, I don't remember what I did. I probably sold the OEM harness when I sold the OEM headlights for my truck, and I've just been using aftermarket ever since. And these aftermarket ones has this little connector here, is like a slightly larger than OEM, so I actually had to buy an OEM harness. These OEM harnesses that I just got should do the trick. All right, on to wiring on these headlights. Okay, so that was pretty simple. Everything's plug and play. The only thing I have to wire is this LED light. If I remember correctly, in order to do that, I gotta tie this into the daytime running lamp. And I believe on my turn signal lights, it's gonna be brown and the black wire. Brown going to the positive and the black going to the negative. I'm just gonna mock it up on the truck and make sure everything works before I get ahead of myself, but that's what I'm gonna do. Black to black and red to the brown wire. All right, guys, moment of truth. Hopefully they're wired correctly. Maybe I gotta turn it on first. Oh. Oh, it looks so good. Looks so good. So I didn't even realize that these lights are super bright. They are way more crispier white than my U-bars. And that's a little comparison from that to these. These are kind of like a lightish blue color. I'm really digging the new setup, probably because I've had the old setup, the Anzos, for a while. So I'm always digging something new, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you like, the U-bars or the eyebrows or eyelashes? I don't know what you want to call it. I think they're equally as good. Honestly, I'm just excited to have a new setup for 2020, and yeah, this is definitely making me happy right now. So let's go ahead and install the rest of it and see what she looks like. So I took out the headlight and I just taped up these connectors so I don't have any exposed wires or anything like that. And yeah, I'm just gonna slap them back on. Plug and play, baby. Plug and play. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment. Let me know if you're Team Anzo or Team Spyder. These lights, I think they look amazing. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.